Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food and Family. My supper's going in the Instant Pot today, so I've got some free time. And I'm going to make a dessert for me and Pop that I call peach corn cakes. I've got a box of Jiffy yellow cake mix and a box of Jiffy corn muffin mix. And look, I'm just dumping them both right here in this bowl. If there's any lumps, break up the lumps. Now, what you want to do is, for your ingredients, you want to follow your ingredients that are on the side of your box. So both boxes take 1 egg each. Let's do 2 eggs. No, don't hold it over your bowl. And I should actually crack them into a separate bowl, but I didn't. I've never gotten a bad egg. I hope I'm not jinxing myself. Now, the yellow cake mix calls for 1/2 of a cup of cold milk. So I'm going to put this in here. And the corn muffins call for 1/3 cup of milk. I'm not going to use regular milk today. I'm going to use some evaporated milk. If I had half and half, that's what I'd be using, but I don't have any. I don't want heavy cream because I think that's too heavy. But I think evaporated milk is just rich enough. So I want 1/3 cup. Perfect. 1/3 cup. And we're going to mix this up. Now, I've got my oven preheating to 400. It just got done. I thought I heard it beep. And I have my muffin tin. I'm using my square cup today. It's a 12 count muffin tin, and I've sprayed it real good with baking spray because I want these to come out, and I want them to be really, really pretty. So let me get these mixed up, and I'll be right back with you, okay? Okay, so I've got this mixed up. Now, another idea for you, if you want to mix this up, fix them in the little mini muffin cups, you know what I'm talking about. Serve it with barbecue, just like it is fresh out of the oven. Very good, and it is so close. Have you ever been to a barbecue restaurant and they give you those little corn muffins, the little breads? We have them at several of our barbecue restaurants here, and this is very similar to that. Okay, so I'm going to take my ice cream scooper, which helps me get it transferred over, and I'm going to fill these muffin tins about 3/4 of the way because I want them to dome up a little bit. So, and then I'm going to get this in, and I'm going to put them in the oven, and I'm going to bake them 15-20 minutes. I want them done, and I want them golden. And you can check them if they're done in the center with your toothpick. Then you can take them out, set them aside, and let them cool for a minute. And then when I come back, I'm going to show you what else we're going to do. All right, I got my little cakes in the oven. That made 8. You can make them smaller and get a full dozen, but I didn't want them smaller. So the rest of my milk, one of you pointed out to me one day, I just put a lid on my can and put it in the refrigerator, but I was using it up real quick. I've got a lid that used to come, used to get Hershey syrup in a can, and this lid, plastic lid, came on that Hershey syrup can. So I've saved it all these years, and that's what I use, but only if I'm using it real quick. Otherwise, it goes in a jar like this. So if I'm not using it in the next day or two, I put it in here, and that'll keep for a few days. Okay, so what we're going to do next, and we're going to go ahead and prepare these for our corn cakes. And I told you I named it peach corn cakes. Well, that's what we're doing. We're adding some peaches. And I have some sliced peaches here. And I'm going to put them over in my pot. I've got my little eye here getting warm. Juice and all. I want all of that juice. Set that out of my way. Now I'm going to take my knife, and I could have done it while it was still in the can, but I'm not worried about it being perfect. And I'm going to just run it through and break up these peaches a little bit. No big deal. No particular order that they have to be done. And if you decide you want to leave them in slices, you leave them in slices. All the better. If you make it, this is your recipe. All right. So, and that's all I'm going to do. Like I said, I'm not trying to be any particular whatever with it. But I want some sugar in it. I know I had that in syrup, but I still, for me, they're not quite sweet enough when I'm making a dessert, but you certainly don't have to add the sugar. And if you want a sugar substitute, you use it. We don't use sugar substitutes. We just do without the sugar here. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. Get my spatula. I want some cinnamon. I love cinnamon in my peaches, and when I make a peach cobbler, y'all, I put cinnamon in it. Do you do that? And I sprinkle it on the little crust. Now, this is a teaspoon measure, and I'm going to put, let's do a little bit more. Let's do about 1.5 teaspoons, and we might taste it and see if we want some more or if we want more sugar. And I'm just going to let this sit here, and I'm going to let it bubble for a few minutes, and it's going to get hot, and all this sugar and the cinnamon is going to meld together with these peaches, and it is going to be so delicious, y'all. And you can leave the cake sitting out on your countertop. I'm going to put mine on a pretty cake dish, but the peaches I'll put in what we don't eat tonight. I'm going to put in a jar, like a mason jar, and store them in the refrigerator. So when I'm ready for them again, all I have to do is take out what I want and heat it up in the microwave and pour it right over. So y'all, let me get these heated up. Let me get the cakes done and out of the oven, and we're going to come back and we're going to put this together. And I'm going to show you how one's supposed to look, okay? Okay, y'all, got my cakes baked, and when I tell you to be sure you spray your pan good, spray your pan good. I thought I did, but I had some stickage, but you know what? It's going to still taste delicious. So just don't do as I did. All right, and I got my peaches. I let them simmer for a few minutes, and that cinnamon and sugar and all those juices, looky there. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to serve this. So let me get a serving spoon. So take one of our cakes. Looky here. It don't matter that it's broke. And some of these peaches with the juice. And look, can you believe? You know how delicious this is going to be? And let some run in your plate, because you know what you're going to do when you cut into that piece of cake. You're going to want to run it through there. Looky there. Oh, we're not done. Y'all know we're not done. Now, yes, I'm using the canned whipped cream. It's easy, it's convenient, and I had it. I'm just going to plop a bit right there. Now, looky there. Isn't that beautiful? And it's going to taste even more beautiful, I can promise you that. So let me get a spoon, and we're going to taste it. Looky here. I want a peach. I want some of that juice and some of that whipped cream. If y'all don't make anything else today, you've got to do this. This is the simplest, quickest, easiest dessert that you can make for your family. I hope y'all going to give this a try because I'm going to go have my dessert. And I hope you'll try it. And y'all please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I certainly appreciate each and every one of you. Now don't forget, hit that little notification bell so you'll know when we post another video. Now, I'm going to have the recipe to this, as simple as it is, and in the description box under this video. Y'all can check out my Amazon store, my Rada store, and it's all linked in the description box. Check out my website. It's on there too. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon.